Hey. Excuse me. I don't know what's happening with my throat. I think I have everything I need to get started. I've charged all the ring lights right now, and this is just the one in the back from at my station. And I keep wondering if the extra one I have that I purchased to travel with me, I'm wondering, like, should I just put this one behind here and just leave it here instead of having to take it back and forth? But today, if you are just tuning in and if you didn't see the thumbnail, Mario palette came in. I don't have any eyeshadows from this brand, so I have nothing from his brand to compare it to from his previous releases, but we are going to do swatches, and I have a stack of palettes here to compare. Hey, Janessa. But these shimmers is shimmering, or are you talking about something else? I appreciate you being here. I'm moving y'all closer. Hey, Grace. Grace, ain't you at a game? I appreciate you being here. So I'm going to do the intro, give YouTube time to notify people. And I did just hold up. Mario came today, and I have a stack of palettes to show that some of the color groupings that I showed on my phone in the live earlier this week, those look like they can be taken from other palettes. And so I'm going to show you those palettes. But looking at the palettes in general, there's not like a complete palette dupe, but we can get, I believe, the same types of looks from some stuff we already have, especially if we have a lot of Natasha Denona, which I seem to do. But I'm going to go ahead and do the intro. Hello and welcome. My name is Dion. If you have not been here before, and if you have and you're catching the replay, high five. That's not a high five. Is that a high five? Y'all. And this is why I call this the Crazy Troll Nation, because of stuff like that. Because I be forgetting what stuff is. Oh, okay. Did he do good? Hey, Tanya. And so I call this a Crazy Troll Nation because of that. Because sometimes I don't even know what I be talking about. Excuse me. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. You will hear on these YouTube streets in the beauty community, you have to use this brand, this tool, this technique if you want to get this look. I'm here to tell you, no, you don't. Use whatever you want to, however you want to, and apply it whatever technique you want to use, because you set the standard for yourself. What we believe in here is self-acceptance and self-love. Embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. The bottom line is love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So again, there's two things I need to let you know. No, that's not the loose shadow. No, it's something else. No, I didn't use those yet. I do curse, because I curse, period, just to let you know, if you don't know. And there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. And I do always say, excuse me, whether I think you heard it or not. And I don't know why my voice is sounding hoarse right now. I am sleep deprived. I got up earlier than usual because I had an appointment. Easy money, and it was fun. So I'm wondering if I should put these little lights on, because sometimes I don't think they really make that much of a difference. Did you guys see the notification for this premiere? Or no? Or you just saw when I popped up? Because I was waiting for the palette to come. Oh, okay, great. Because I waited for the palette to come before I scheduled it, because I wanted to make sure it was going to be here. I think that one on that side kind of washes me out a little bit. Something. I be doing too much with these lights, y'all. I really do. I feel like I be doing team too much. Hey. I did. I was already in the waiting room, but my phone dinged as soon as you started the live. I saw you here, and I'm like, actually, it showed like 3 people were here, and I'm like, wow, like, yeah, I was kind of late because I did this look, and then I did the short at the flat lay, and then I was sitting here video capturing for pictures for my gallery, and then I'm like, oh, it's 8 o'clock. So I want to let y'all know, okay, something that's weird about the Natasha Roxa palette. It is early release today, and yeah, I bought it. And now I'm kind of second guessing myself because I saw Morgan's video. She bought it, and then it came in PR the same day. She didn't know she was receiving it. And so I was looking at them shades like, The Roxa palette is gaining some traction. A lot of people are getting it. But looking at her swatches, and she kind of did what I do, or maybe I did what she used to do. I don't know, where she puts shades that may look similar on different eyes and 2 different eye looks. And some of them shades, I'm like, oh my God. But then I'm like, I'm not going to trip over it because we know that Natasha does that. It'll be similar shades in the palette, but one will be warm tone, one will be cool tone, or one will be neutral or something like that. And so in that way, I do think it makes it inclusive, but for some people, they just won't use those shades. And so I did order it. And oh, my neck, oh my gosh. And when I ordered it, I couldn't use codes, I couldn't use points. So I was just like, but then looking at her video, some people said they couldn't use codes or points, and other people said they were able to use codes. And one person said they used her code and points. And so I don't know if it was just something glitchy, or maybe they didn't put everything in how it's supposed to be to use codes and points before they sent out the email to order it. I don't know. But so it's on my community tab. But I also put in the commentary part, there's going to be a better sell because our codes are only 15% off. If you're Rouge at Sephora, that's 20%. Ulta has coupons every now and then, 20%, that includes Prestige. And so I did put that on my community tab too, because unless you're like really, really wanting to get it, I say wait for a better sale. Like, yes, I love when y'all use my codes, but I also want y'all to shop responsibly. You know what I'm saying? So I just put all that out there. So before we do the swatches, I'm going to show you the palettes that I pulled out. She should have came out with a lippy with it and a cheek trio like she did the gold palette. That's an idea. I don't know what her lippy would have looked like though, because she already has out a bunch of lip glosses and lippies. And to me, I'm not drawn to any of them. Hey, Sylvia, because they all look just like that nude type thing. And I'm like, I want this. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. If y'all were here for the live for the advent calendar, this is that brown lipstick, the one I had all over. And Lock said she looked and almost fell out of her chair. But and then I tapped one of these eyeshadows. This eyeshadow right here is what I tapped on the center of that brown liquid lip. And it feels nice, it feels comfortable. Y'all, my ears are ringing. What the fuck? I tell y'all, I'll be going through, I don't know what. This ear is ringing. Oh my God. So I'm gonna show you the palette, and I decided to do 2 of the looks, how they group the shadows together, because one of the looks, actually I'm gonna show you that. Well, yeah, I'm gonna show y'all that again now. I'm still just trying to give YouTube time to notify people. So this look, and it's too many lights. This one says at the top, Twilight. That's half the palette. So I'm gonna do this look. Well, I'm gonna use this color combination to do the look. And another one was Midnight Moon. That's the other half of the palette. So I'm gonna use these groups of colors and do a look with that. So that'll knock out the palette. But I don't know if I'm gonna do, I think I do want to do one complete look, one video, and then another clip with, okay, Sylvia, I'm just glad you're here. And then the other look, the complete look. And then this one says Soft and Sculpted. That's just the 3 on the one side. These are all mattes in this one. And this one says Cool and Smoky Mattes. These are all matte, and that's that lower corner. And this says Neutral Shine. Those 4 right there. And this one says Gunmetal Glam. So this is the darker side of the palette. So eventually, and Smoky Slate. So eventually I might do all of them, but just to start, I'm gonna do the 6 and then do the other 6, and then we'll see how we're feeling about it. So we're gonna do the Twilight, the 2 first columns, and then Midnight Moon, the 3rd and 4th column. So we're gonna knock that out, y'all. Y'all know I like to knock stuff out, get stuff done, and then move on. But we are definitely going to get back to it. So, all right, this is the palette. I do have my sponge tips here, y'all. I got my mirror in front of me, but I want to show y'all what to me, some of the pictures I showed you looks like we can do with other stuff if you have it. But it is nice having everything in one palette. And as I mentioned earlier, I have never tried any of his eyeshadows. And so for me, this will be a whole new learning thing here to see if I even like his formula. But at least he gives some options on what can be done with the palette. Too Faced used to do that with their palettes. Exactly, Tanya. And Natasha Denona, I like that. I'm going to write them down. I like that when her palette comes out, she puts well, they're not shorts because they're like a minute and a half or something like that of looks. And it's always somebody that's fair, somebody that's tan, and somebody that's dark. And I like that she does that. And so it's 3 distinct looks. And so I'm going to watch them again. I'm going to have to keep pausing it to write down which shade is where, because I do think I want to try those looks that she did because they did look really pretty. And they all look like they might work on me. And maybe because I'm in the middle of the spectrum, I don't know. But I love that she does that. And I kind of wish other brands did too. I was trying to think if Danessa does, but I don't think she does. And I would watch Danessa's even though my face and my eyes don't like her stuff because I just love her style. And as a person, I think she's just amazing. And Pat McGrath, she's out doing her own thing. So she's living her best life while the brand is going through the shitter. But anyway, this is what the palette looks like, y'all. Let me try and get the glares off. And so these shades, these 3 right here are super shiny, super sparkly. This is a white, and I'm sure this is just a pure topper. Hey, Sunsaray. One of the pictures, it shows these 3 and it says use alone or layer. So these can be toppers or they can be layered, which anything can be toppers or layered. But this one, it was in group with that. It was this, and this one that said use alone or layer. But this is what the palette looks like. And so when I saw this and I was looking at the pictures, I thought of a few things. Let me come this way. Because the dark side, and I'm going to, let me just start showing you stuff. I had, and the other day somebody had said Urban Decay, because when I was showing y'all the pictures. And so I pulled out the Naked palette. So we have this stack of palettes that I'm going to show you, which made some of, and no whole palette is a dupe. Not one whole palette is a dupe. But if it's a certain look you gravitate to, or a certain look that's your go-to look, then you have one of these other palettes, it's an option instead of getting this one. Because I saw some comments for this palette, and somebody was saying they won't get it because they don't use a dark black, dark blue. And I'm thinking, use them as an eyeliner. Like people, so they're not. So people aren't getting it because they don't use a black and a dark blue. Use it as an eyeliner. But anyway, so somebody in our last live stream has said subliminal, and I was like in my mind, I couldn't picture it being the same. But here's subliminal, and here's Mario. So maybe this black, because both of those are black, are matte blacks, and then maybe like this gray, this matte gray, these 2. But this one's not a matte though. This one in here is a matte. But somebody said, and then the blue, but this blue is that sparkling celestial shade blue. This one in here is a matte blue. And so I don't, other than the black, and maybe, how can I do this? Because y'all know I'm hella awkward. I'm trying to put this up here. Maybe that gray, but you can tell they're different tones. And so when, I forget who did say subliminal, but I'm looking like, And even though we have this is not a white, whereas this one is, and we can't say it's similar to this one because this one here is a matte and this one isn't. And so I don't really see subliminal in the Mario palette, but y'all can let me know. Oh, it was you, Sunzer? I'm sorry. Yeah, girl, they look just alike. Yeah, girl, I see it. Excuse me for the glares. And so I was like, I said, I'm gonna bring it over here anyway. But I also do wonder though, Sunsaray, doing like they had a picture of just these 3 shades for a look. I'm wondering if I could get a similar look from here. And so it is Orlando is there. And so it is on my mind, like down the road, because I am going to do the first two columns a look, the second two columns and a look, well, the third and fourth column as a look. And then it is in my mind to circle back and do the other color groupings that he had. And so I'm wondering how similar will they look, even though it's more shimmer in here than, these three being mattes. I need to check my webcam because it's not doing a mirror image. And so that's why I always look like I'm going the wrong way, because I'm going the way I see it, which is opposite of how you see it. So anyway, you feel like the vibes are similar, cool, smoky with a pop of bright blue. Exactly. But the finishes are way different except for the black mattes. Both of them are matte. That's the only thing. And maybe this shade for this one. But other than that, Sons of Ray, yup, they look exactly the same. Not. And so one day we will, because I really do want to circle back to it, but I feel like I have so much to do, because when the stuff that's in Purgatory, I came up with a name for a series, and Bestie co-signed on it for me. And so those are, well, some palettes I did already give away. So we don't have 22 palettes to go through still, but I do want to go, do looks with them again. And I am really anxious, believe it or not, to use Madame Violet again, because my mindset is just accept it for what it is. And so we have that to do, but we have this to do. I already told you I ordered Natasha, and later in the day I got a message it was shipped already. And so I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna have to, well, not have to, but y'all know I'm gonna want to do that. But I'm excited to get to the Purgatory stuff. So in my mind, I feel like I wonder if I'm catching a cold, y'all, because my throat isn't sore, which is how I know I'm always catching a cold. But to me, my voice is sounding heavy, like I'm congested, even though I don't feel congested. And I have been really sleep deprived too, so that can lower my immune system. But so in my mind, I just have like a whole lot of stuff I want to do. And I'm finally almost caught up on scheduling videos, how I usually schedule like way out. We only have a few more videos. Actually, we only have one video scheduled. And I did schedule a premiere today of the Esom looks that I did. But other than that, y'all, I don't have no videos in the bank. Well, this one is in the bank. But hey, Tony. How you doing today? I'm gonna keep wiping this off because I recycle bottles and I don't want to have lipstick on here. But you know what? This lipstick ain't coming off. It is not coming off. So Sylvia, real quick, because we only showed one so far. We showed the Mario palette in comparison to Subliminal, because Sons of Ray said they're dupes. And a few shades are. So, but we're gonna, I just feel like I have so much to do. Y'all would think YouTube was my job and I was paying rent from it, because and Bestie too, y'all, we be pumping out some friggin' videos. Oh my God, and she does more than me. This one time, I'm gonna pick on you, Grace. This one time I was watching one of her videos, and it was like February or March, and she was saying something about Black Friday sale was when she picked it up. And I'm like, did she say Black Friday? Like, that's November, this is March. So when I say like she's a hustler, y'all, she be pumping out content like crazy. And just, I mean, I schedule ahead too, but I only got one more schedule so far. And this one that I did today, I'm a schedule. But other than that, y'all, my bank is empty. But and I did want to get to where I wasn't having the video go up every day, and so I'm almost there. So this one is Midnight. No, it's not. Moonlit Seduction. So I thought about Moonlit Seduction because it is gray right here. This shade looks boring and funky as hell, but it is so freaking pretty. I thought about that today. I was saying to myself that Mario palette reminds me of Mothership #1. Subliminal. You want me to hold it up again for you, Tony? Is anybody in here getting Mario? And do any of you have any of his other palettes? Because I have none of his eyeshadow palettes. So this is new for me. And so I thought of it because it is silver, and we see this silver right here. These three are super shiny, high shine, supposed to be these three. And so I was thinking about that one. So you are getting it, Tony? Do you have any of his other ones? Tony, I think it seems like you be shopping a lot. And so it does, but it doesn't. It does, but it doesn't. So I do think it was just that gray shade. And you know that's the true grays. I was like, Black Friday? That was last year. But I like how we don't know when it is unless you say something like that. Because I'll be like, oh, today is October 17th, and it'll air on like September 10th or something like that. And I do that because sometimes I talk about issues I'm having or something I'm going through, and people are like, oh, I hope your migraine's better. And I'll be like, that was 2 weeks ago. So that's why I do say the date in my videos, especially if it's something going on with me. Because y'all are very compassionate and very kind. And I know some of y'all are concerned. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything in here just except that gray. But that's the first thing that caught my eye. So this is mothership number 10. So we're going to put that down. So a lot of stuff that it looked like, I'm like, no. Like once I sat here and looked at the palettes together, because I did open them up earlier and look. And just to hold up mothership 1. Okay. So this is mothership 1, which is my favorite mothership because it surprised me so much. So both of these are matte blacks. And even though this is a bright blue, the one in the mothership, it is a shimmer or metallic celestial shade. The one in Mario is a matte blue. So that's not going to be the same. And I was thinking this gray could be a dupe for this gray. This is a matte gray. But other than that, I don't see it. This may look like it would go, but this is kind of like a pale peach in person, whereas this is a matte pale peach. And this is a shimmer high shine. It looks white, but it looks like it has some pink reflex in it. So the only things I see are just those 2 grays and the 2 blacks because the blues are different finishes. But I do wonder like what they would look like. And I definitely do want to do that. Yeah. And this is a shimmer, but it still might be close depending on how I troll it out or whatever I do with it. But so that's that one. And we did mothership 10. I think it was Dawn, I am not sure, who mentioned Urban Decay. And I think it was when I was showing that that last row. So like these 3 right here. So she might have been thinking of these right here, these last few in the Urban Decay palette. I'm trying to put it next to it. Y'all see I'm struggling. I'll be going through it. I don't know what be wrong with me, y'all. I really don't. But I think that's why she said that, because that was one of the pictures with like a gunmetal gray to matte black, and then something else. But that would be the only thing in here. And I'm looking at the mattes, but the mattes aren't really lining up. And I can't even say this brown with this one because this is a shimmer. And so I'm really not seeing anything else. And even if we picked one of these high shine, we know it's not going to look like any of these high shines that's over here. And so, but if it's a certain look you want, if you just want a smoky look and you have this, you already have it. So it just depends on like what your go-to look is. You have Mario's palette on my wish list, but I'm waiting for the Sephora VIB. So, yep. I was Boo Boo the Fool Troll Clown. I bought it. I don't know. And you know what, y'all? I was emotionally shopping, and that's something I had gotten out of, but dealing with, I'm already grieving my uncle, and I know I talked about that in a live before, so I'm gonna just leave that there, but it's hard. Let me just keep moving because I don't want to, yeah. Because usually I would just wait, but it was just something, and I'm like, let me just get it, and I'm just like, but anyway. I got it. Biba. I thought about Biba, not only because it has a black, it has a gray, because I did a smoky look with Biba with the bottom row. Let me go ahead and open it up. And again, if that's your aesthetic, if that's what you want, you already have it. I did a smoky look with this bottom row. And so that's what made me think about this. But that's just the one look. That's just that one look. And as far as the shimmers in here, the shimmers in Mario are high shine, so they're not going to be the same at all. And maybe these 2 right here in the corners, because both of those are matte shades. But other than that, I don't see it. So, but for the smoky look and the same with subliminal, I might do one eye Biba, one eye Mario, one eye Mothership one eye Mario, just to see how close we get. The palette I'm wearing now, I did a two-tone look. This is his fall, Tony. This is his fall, y'all. And I used all 9 shades. I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this eye and 6 on this eye. But the 3 lid shades are different. We use the same transition for first half, the same color for transition second half, and the same color underneath. And I don't know if y'all can see it because my lighting shows different here, but we did a purple liner up here to match this purple. And we did a green eyeliner up here to match this green. And that brown that I did the whole clown lip thing with from the advent calendar, that's what's on my lips. And I tapped, I'm on the wrong side, this shade on the center. And I'm feeling it. I am really feeling it. Yeah, so I did. Yeah, so I'll be scheduling that tonight if I finish editing it. But so that's the only thing that I saw from Biba was just that last column, how they had grouped together those dark shades. And the next one, and we are going to swatch these after we do all of this. If there's a particular shadow in the Mario that you want me to swatch against something else particular, just let me know in the chat. But then I don't know if that'll be a pain for me to know what you would have to be specific on what shadows. Because I don't mind swatch comparison. This is I Need a Nude. It ain't nothing. And I think I only thought about it because Natasha is now doing some of those high shine, wet looks. And that's what I think these 3 are going to look like. And there are a few of those shades here in the I Need a Nude. Some of those lighter shimmer shades. But not enough to do a whole look. I do all shimmer looks every now and then, just like sometimes I do all matte looks, but most people won't. Unless it's a one and done. And you can make anything look the same with a one and done. You know what I mean? And so there's really nothing in here except maybe 1 or 2 of the high shines from the Natasha palette. We have the next 3 are Natasha's as well. Somebody says Xenon, and I think because just of the black and grays, but I don't see it. Because for me, why are you moving? Because for me, somebody told me, let me just hold it against my shoulder. In my Xenon, all 3 of the blues in that middle ray, all 3 of the blacks in the middle column. In my Xenon, this one, they look black, but in person, all 3 of these are blue based. And somebody told me theirs wasn't blue based. So I'm just like, everybody else is saying theirs is blue based too. So I don't know. And so maybe just these 2 grays right here. Am I lining it up right? Probably not. But other than that, I don't see it. Because if these blacks were black, I would see it. But and remember also there are 4 shades in here from Retro Glam. But the core of what is in here is in here. The high shine and the high shine wet foil whatever type shades. Sorry for that glare. So I don't really see it, but I did think about it. Hey Sandy, you're driving, so silent listening mode activated. All right, be safe, girl. My 32nd day 1. So that's the only thing I could see is people were saying is because of that smoky column that he highlighted in the Mario palette. But my blacks and Xenon are blue based, except this one, and this one is a really sparkly black. So I don't know if you can see the blue in those blacks or not, but yeah. So I'm cat sitting duty for a friend, Janessa. You took Dawn's job. She a pet sitter, among other things. So I have to catch the rest on replay. Thank you. I appreciate that, Janessa. Thank you for being here. And we will chat later, I'm sure. We have 2 more Natasha palettes, and then we're going to get to swatching this Mario palette. This one is I Need a Warm. The only thing I thought about was the high shine wet looks that she has in her palette, which would be maybe comparable, specifically these two, maybe comparable to something in the Natasha palette. But other than that, maybe one of the browns, maybe these two. These do not want to stay. Maybe these two browns. But other than that, and so it depends on what your aesthetic is. If you just want a certain look, I'm sure you can get that look somewhere other than Mario. But if you're like me and you like the darkness and the option to play and, tap a sparkle, because this actually looks pretty dark too. But you know what? I'm going to say this isn't a dark palette because he called, what is the name of it? The name of it is Ethereal Eyes Moonlight. So I guess it's supposed to be ethereal. But the way they grouped it though, So the last one is I Need a Glam, and I do have some retro glam shades in here. So I'm not seeing anything in here either. I don't know why I thought about it, to be honest with you. Maybe because of the browns. And some of her shimmers are like really super shimmery too. And so maybe that's what I thought. I don't know. So is there anything in particular you guys want me to swatch as a comparison, or you want me to I'm going to just go ahead and do the swatches. And then if there's something in particular that you see that you think looks like something else, just let me know and I will swatch that as well. So let me just take a sip of my water. Y'all, I wonder if I'm getting sick. And if I am, it's because of the temperature change. One day it was like mid 70s, and then the next day it was like 55 degrees. And I'm just like, but I am glad for the lower temperatures. So we're going to get to swatching this. There are no names. On the back is EM1 all the way to EM12. So EM must be Ethereal Moonlight, excuse me. So they don't have names, they just have the numbers. It has a 12-month PAO, which y'all know I'm not thrilled about, but yeah. Actually, I'm gonna just hold it this way. Hopefully nothing will crumble, because y'all know sometimes I get rough with my stuff. Let me put my trash can over here. All right, so we're going to start with shade number 1. It is really smooth. Oh my, that's nice. Let me look at my mirror down here. I don't know why. So this is that first shade. And I am putting it on and blending it out. Hey, Janet, how are you doing tonight? Or today, depending on where you are in the world. The other day, someone was here in my live stream from, where were they from? Germany, I believe. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it was like 8 p.m. here on the East Coast. And it was 2 a.m. the next day. So it was Tuesday here, 8 p.m. It was 2 a.m. Wednesday for them. And I was like, oh my gosh. Hey, Alicia. The first ethereal palette, you used it only once. Why, Tony? Like the formula or the color story, or you just forgot you had it, or... So this is the first shade, this one. So now we're going to come over. I kind of want to do all the shimmers together. This looks like a shimmer, but not high shine. This looks like a metallic. These 3 are the high shines. So I think I want to put them together. Hey, Locke. Lives and premiering back to back from content creators. Watch, no complaints here. Yeah, I scheduled the ESOM as a premiere because it's long. It's like 76 minutes. Actually, no. It might almost be an hour and a half. And I was thinking, people be skipping in videos. So I said, if I do a premiere, most people might stay. And remember what I told y'all when y'all see that premiere, that video, and I do mention it twice during, I think it was the last 2 looks, but I didn't put anything about it in the description box. And so, too much makeup. You do be shopping, Tony. I'm excited for if and when you start doing videos, because we got some Notoriously Morbid collabs to do, because we are palette twins with that brand. So we're gonna have to do some collabs. And so let's do. I want to do the shimmers on their own. All right, we're gonna do shimmers later. So we're gonna come over to this. These are smooth. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where are you? Remember what I was saying the other day? How it's so weird how different colors just blend into my skin tone. It could be a copper, it can be an orange, it could be a light brown. This is this looks like a taupe. It almost seems to have a gray base to it. I love when it gets bright, but I want to know why it does that so that I can make it do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? But this is kind of just blending in too. Oh, now I got dark again. Trying to make it go. We're going to do this one last, even though it's not going to look like any of these, but because that's a metallic, we're going to wait. This is so smooth. Did you like the formula, Tony, of the one that you have? I wonder if these are going to look ashy on me. I was trying to play with the lighting. I wonder. I think this one might, unless I just blend it out really well and don't just leave it on its own, like just blend it real close to something else. But I'm looking at these like, So we're going to come over here to this gray. They are so smooth. So Tony, did you like the formula? Oh, that's nice. Y'all know I like dark. It doesn't look that dark in the pan, but even in the pictures that he had on the Sephora site, it was dark. But looking at it, it doesn't look like it's that dark, but it really is. That's pretty. Okay, that sponge tip is done. We're going to come down to here, this brown, and I'm hoping this shows up dark. Because this will be the saving grace when I do a look with these two columns. I'm being a little rough. I kept telling y'all my Lila was in my Macari store, and I was looking for it so I can compare it to Roxa, even though Roxa is like really light compared to Lila, and I couldn't find it. And then I'm like, you know what? It's in my makeup kit. So I do have that sitting here because otherwise I'll forget it again and be like, where is it? I can't find it. That's a nice chocolate color. I like that. I like that one. And now we're going to come over to this blue. For those of you who missed it, the formula was okay, but I'm a colorful makeup gal. Me too. And so I was excited for like this over here. And I do really like that this showed up dark too, this brown. But this blue is rich. Ooh, that blue is rich. And we have the matte black. The matte black has by Mario spelled in it. Excuse me for the glares. So I'm hoping I like the formula, because otherwise I'm going to really feel like a clown. Because I could do without the high shine shimmer, but then when I use it, I'm in other palettes, I'm like, oh, that's really pretty. But I don't be like, oh, I want the high. I'm like, give me the grunge, give me the mud, give me the murk, give me the, oh, that's black. That is like the blackest black from Natasha. Damn. Between this one and these three, I'm cool. I'm cool with the other stuff. Oh my gosh. So those are all the mattes. So we are going to, let's do this one. This feels buttery. This is so friggin' smooth. Oh my gosh. Man. Okay, it's falling on my shirt. This one has fallout. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm gonna do? Oh, look, it turned it blue, y'all. It turned to black blue. This shade. And it does have specks in it, but y'all know I'm not good with colors. I don't know what color specs. But this turned blue over the black. Y'all, oh, let's put it over the blue. It made it turquoise. Get the fuck out of here. I'm glad I don't have a full bladder right now because I would be about to pee my pants. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to put this over the brown. So this made it blue. This made it turquoise. This made it like a softer turquoise. Put it over the gray, says Tony. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And so that kind of turned it almost to what the brown did. Y'all, oh my God. See, now I want to do all the darker ones somewhere else and put the other shimmer shine shades on top of it. Oh my gosh. Because these three, it says use alone or layer. Excuse me for the glare. Oh my gosh. That sponge tip is done. We're going to do it, y'all. I'm going to do swatches on my face. So that way when I get to them other shimmers, we're going to be ready. The thing is where to put it. I'm going to put them on the chin. So that's the brown. It's a color shifting shade, yeah. That is, oh my gosh. And this is the gray. And this will help me too because knowing in advance like how they look over the dark shades. That's the gray. This is the blue. I'm saying it like y'all not going to be able to see what it is. This is rich. Oh my gosh. And the formula feels smooth. The test will be when you get it on the eyes. And then the black. It is starting to have a kick up in the pan because I am just like being rough with it. So we have the brown, the gray, the blue, and the black. That sponge tip is done. All right, we're going to come over to this one. I don't know if this is going to do anything layered because it was just saying these three, use alone or layered. And I do think these will be great for people with one and dones. Oh, I know what I was going to say. For those who missed it earlier, I was saying how I saw a comment. This is like a gunmetal. That's pretty. That is pretty. I was reading comments under somebody's video, and they were saying they're not going to get this because they don't use dark blacks or dark blues. And I was like, use it as eyeliner, like in my mind. So I'm like, because people do use black shadows for eyeliner. So I don't know if I should put this anywhere because this is a distinct color. I'm going to save that for these three. So we got 3 more shades to do. These are so freaking smooth. Oh my gosh. That is that one. See, this is just an easy one and done for people who do one and dones. All right, we're going to put a little bit over the brown. That just made it tan. We're going to put a little bit over the gray. It still just looks like that. We're going to put a little bit over the blue. Yeah, this doesn't change anything. So why were they saying I layer it? I can still see the blue underneath, but it doesn't do a lot. Like, well, for some people that is a lot. Because even with the celestial shades, they'll just pat on the center of the lid or something like that, which I'd never do. But so this is what this one looks like. So it still looks the same to me, but I can see a hint of the matte color underneath it. But not enough for me to be like, ooh. But, you know, it would be good for like a halo look. To tap one of these over the whatever you have in the center. Put the color shifting shade over that one. Over what one? This one we put on all the mattes. That's what this is. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the brown. Something's missing. Oh, we didn't put it over this gray though, but we put it over the other mattes, the color shifting shade. Excuse me for the glare. Hey, Tammy. Hello to you in Pittsburgh. Thank you for being here. And now we're going to take this one. These are just so smooth. This feels like the wet effect that Natasha had in Xenon. That's what this feels like. It is just so freaking smooth. We're going to put this down here. So yeah, these are very much toppers. I could see people using it for what they call soft glam. You purchased this one today? It ships, Sephora ships quick. I got it in like 2 days. Sephora ships really quick. And so we're going to put a little bit of this here on the brown. And that just blends in with the first shade. We're going to put a little bit here over the gray. This is just blending into that one, which it shouldn't because this is gray based and that one's not. I'm going to put a little bit over the blue. Yeah, these are just showing up just as shiny toppers. It's not really changing anything. Oh, shake it over my trash can. Oh, shoot, my desk is... Okay, let me just keep going. Put a little bit over the black. The most difference I see is over the black between this shade and that shade. Y'all, damn, I'm getting messy over here. So we got one more, which is this one down here. These are just so smooth. But when I keep going, and then y'all see it's like shadow down here. I do have a paper towel here. And there's powder on my shirt, powder on my desk. So this is the last shade. This one doesn't even look like a shade. So if you're fair skin and you just want just some shimmer, you can and you use your fingers for makeup. Just put it on, you be out the door. But this, I mean, it's shiny. I don't remember what side I used because both of these are looking the same on the sponge tip. Well, no, that must be the gray. Okay, this is this one. All right. So we're going to take a little bit, put it on this side of the brown. Yeah, this doesn't seem to do anything but just shine. So these are like just strictly toppers, except someone who likes soft glam or easy one and done looks. Because it's looking the same over all of these mattes. Why did that do that? And this is the black. I'm going to get a clean one because this one is looking funny. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Yeah, so this one down here. Whew. So this one is just strictly a topper. Because even over colors, it just makes it shiny. That's this one right here. I love this one. This one. That turned this, that color, this, that color, this, that color, this, that color. So that would be a really cool look. Like to put the gray, like what if I did like, what if I put the gray like all over and put this on the center? That would be a very easy halo eye, like super easy. A 2-shadow halo eye. What? And maybe put this on the inner corner just for a little bit of brightness because that's all it is just straight shine. So what do y'all think of these swatches? And did you see anything that you want me to swatch against the palettes that I showed you earlier? Or are we good? I'm wiping off my station because I didn't expect that shadow to fall out like that. And I don't know why, because shadows do have fallout. So anything you want to see in particular? You know what I'm curious about? I'm curious about that wet effect from Xenon. This one right here. Excuse me? Girl, excuse me. And this one. But really this one up here, I'm curious about. I used 2 sides of that sponge tip and throw it away. So we're going to take this one. Oh, that has a hole in it. You see that? And that shade is Stellar Sparkling Wet Effect White. That's what this says. Oh, did I gouge it? Got a hole in the middle. You know, I remember being creamy, and it just trying to pick it up is like, okay. So this is what this looks like. So yeah, it is definitely a white. Sparkling Wet Effect White. So it is brighter than this one. It's not a shifter like this one, but that is pretty. That is bold. I'm looking at it in my on my screen, and this one is like really shining. This also reminds you of the Lorac 2 palette from back in the day. Yeah, a lot of reviews are stating a lot of fallout. You know, it was all fine and well until I got to the shimmer ones, and actually some of that blue fell out on my desk. But then I am using sponge tip and being rough with it. I tend to be aggressive with makeup. That's why I need stuff to be good quality because I'll be tearing up some stuff. And we're going to swatch this one. This is Stellar. This one is Super Ionic. Excuse me for those glares, y'all. And Super Ionic is sparkling foiled silver with multicolored specks. So this is a shifter. Where are we going to put you? We're going to put you. Where are we going to put you? We're going to put you right here. That is pretty. That is pretty. Wow. Look at that. Damn. That's even more bright than the wet effect. Well, it depends on the angle, I guess. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Jeepers. So Natasha's is shinier than Mario. But Mario has a shifter. And this has specs. And so this might look, damn it. I'm not even going to swatch the match for Mario and put this on top because I know I wouldn't even do that for a look. But I really expected like one of these to look like this. But it doesn't. And I'm trying to think, am I curious about anything else? And I'm really not. Do you guys want to see anything particular from any of the palettes? We have Xenon here. We have Glam. We have I Need a Warm. I Need a Nude. Biba. Urban Decay. The smoky one. What's that? The smoky one? The Naked palette. And then we have Subliminal Mothership 1 and Mothership number 10. So do y'all want to see? That Natasha shade had a lot of fallout too. So is there anything particular that y'all want to see in comparison? But I really don't think there are many. Mothership versus Mario. The first one, Tony, or number 10? Because we have Subliminal and we have Moonlit Seduction. So which one, Tony? I should do Subliminal because that's the one Sandra Ray said was what kind of made her think of. So let me see here. So I'm taking the black from Subliminal. Oh, thank you. I just looked up and saw you said that. So this is the black from Subliminal. Oh my gosh, this color is rich. And that matte gray. Let me flip my paper and see what color it is. So this is extreme black. This is depth. We're going to put depth down here because we're going to swatch the grays. Do you want me to do the blue too, Tony? Even though the blue in the Mothership is shimmery and the one in Mario is matte. You're trying not to get I Need a Warm palette. It's to Sylvia. I don't know what I was going to do because y'all know I like dark, smoky, grungy. I'm like, what am I doing with golden? I Need a Warm. And then I did get I Need a Nude for my kit. But I do think I'm going to play around with it some more. Let's just do the blue anyway, because I really think that's it. You know what? We're going to take Substance, because we're going to swatch that against this one. Substance is a gray, but it's not a matte gray. Where are we at? We're here. So we're going to put that down there. This is a nice smoky look right here. Okay, so now we're going to take this black from Mario and put that under Pat's black. Ooh, Mario is blacker than Natasha. I'm wondering now about the black is black. Like, is this as black as the black is black? That is way darker than Pat's. Any of the shimmer shades comparable? Nope. Nope. I mean, not that I see, but y'all know my eye is kind of like, anyway. But looking at them in person, it's not. And so the gray from Mario, put that under the gray. That looks almost like it's blue based. This is the gray in Mario. That's this shade. And now we're going to take this one to put under Substance, even though Substance, you know what? Substance is not a matte. And neither is this one. No, they look different. That's interesting. Because swatching this now, this kind of looks like it's blue. This one. Did it look blue before? Where is it on my forehead? I think that might be this one. That's interesting. But it's definitely the same vibe. Definitely the same vibe. And so I do wonder, like on the lid, would they look the same? Wow. So this is Pat, Mario. I feel like Grace now. She'd be like, Pat, Mario, Pat, Mario, Pat, Mario. And why you don't need the Mario if you have subliminal, if you only just want a smoky look. So yeah, so that's that one. Oh, you know what? We were going to do the blues too, weren't we? Did I mess up something? No, we didn't do the blue. They're different finishes. This is the, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. This is Blitz Blue from Subliminal. Oh my gosh, that shade is rich. I need to use this palette more. That is my favorite mothership. And then we're going to take this matte blue here just to see if they're the same color, just one shimmer and one matte. Nope. Mario is deeper. Wow. This is interesting. Not at all. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Anything else y'all can think of from the palettes that we have here? Because I really don't think so. Maybe some of those shimmer high shine, but even the high shine in Natasha's are color, where these high shines are just shine, except for the shifter. And so I don't even think, I don't know. Y'all let me know. So let's see. I'm looking in Xenon again. There is a white sparkling metallic peony pink from Xenon. So let's do that one. And that is from, yeah, that's called Neve. Oh, this one is crumbly. Oh, shit. A flake came up, so I'm pressing it back in. Oh, my gosh. Let's put this here. Sparkling metallic peony pink. I don't see any pink, but that's what they say. And what we're going to take that shifter. from Mario. This one right here. This is so smooth. Oh my gosh. And this looks blue. Looks like it has a blue undertone. So they're not the same. But I like that they both have a color and not just shine. Like these three are just shine, period. That's it. Nope, so they're not the same. And it's good though, because I was thinking of these palettes. And then there's no high shine in Glam, which is mixed with Retro Glam. So there's no high shines in here. There's a couple grays in there though, but they're lighter than the dark gray that's in Mario. This is I Need a Warm. I do have all of these palettes I have except for Mario that I'm showing you. I do have a playlist, and so if anybody wants to see those, just look for that playlist. So I don't. Some of these are shiny, but not like high shiny in here. So I really don't see any. It is kind of disappointing though that these are just shine and not really a color. Like even Natasha's has color to her high shines. And this is I Need a Nude. Trying to get the glitters off. Maybe that's this center shade. But I don't think so. I think it's deeper than the high shine over here that I'm looking at. So yeah, it's not really anything else that I can see. Or any. So is there anything else that y'all are curious about? And there's no high shine in here. And we know this black is black. We know that black is black. This is a cream to powder or a creamy matte. We're going to put that above the Mothership black. Oh, man. I love this. This is Pat right here, and this is Mario. So Pat and Natasha's looks the same. Mario is definitely black. But other than that, like I don't really see. These 4 shades are from Lila. And the 4 shades from Biba I took out here. I put in the Lila palette. And these will be different because even that dark road, because these all have shimmer in it. But then that one gray has a shimmer. So let's just do that. We're going to take Gunmetal. Why is this feeling crumbly? Oh my Lord. I'm going to take Gunmetal from Urban Decay, which is this shade on the very end. Excuse me for the glare. And we're going to take this one, and this will be the last one because this is all I'm really seeing. We're going to put that up there. Similar, yeah. Those two look the most alike out of everything else. I want to say Mario has a little bit more shine, but that's about it. So what do y'all think? Does this give you any interest in the Mario palette, or are you guys like, I got enough stuff already? And I'm sure most of us do anyway. Any more comments, questions, concerns, complaints? Oh yeah, the complaint department is closed. So no complaints. Just stacking all of these back up to take back to my station. So anything else, anybody? Thank y'all for being here. So that was fun. So this is my first taste of Mario. I don't think I like this being white because it already has marks on it from shadow. Oh, when I took this out the box and it was in here, I dropped it. And I was like, and when I opened it, there was some specks of shadow up here from a couple of these shades. But other than that, it was okay. So you can drop it on carpet and it'll be fine. I guess. But it did have an interior packaging, like how most stuff seems to come. But anyway, y'all was like, I can't mess it up. I just got it. So This is the new Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette. And I am excited to do those two looks just to see what they look like. But I am really excited about this shade right here because that turned all sorts of different blues over the brown, the black, the gray, and the brown. I said the brown. Brown, blue, black, gray. Okay, I'm tripping. Excuse me. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, Sons of Ray. You know I love to paint my face. And I'm waiting on my Natasha palette, so we'll be painting the face. It is nothing like Leela. I can tell y'all that right now. Because Leela is very rich. These are the shades that are from Biba. And I want to say this one too, but I'm not sure. But I know it's 4 of them. And I know these 3 definitely are from Biba. And the new one is a whole lot lighter than this. A whole lot lighter. But, and I did like this, but I didn't use it a lot because I would have to think about, not that I intentionally match my makeup to my clothes, but I don't. But a lot of times if I wear a blouse, it usually has a print on it. And this just would look more crazy than I already look. So I just didn't use it that much. But the shades I use most, those are the ones I put in my Biba palette. So this is in my kit, unless I put it back in my Macari store. And I think right now they might sell. Somebody that don't want to buy the new one, they might be like, let me just get Lila because it's deeper or whatever. But anyway, so that is going to be it. We're going to go, y'all. And the premiere, I scheduled the premiere, I think, for the 22nd, looking like a warrior princess. That's why I be looking, trying to like line it up. So one side don't have a bunch of stuff, the other side have nothing. And I do be feeling like a badass though, Sylvia, I really do. Like, what you say? What? I love painting my face. It is a lot of fun. And then I'm like, damn, I gotta take it off. But y'all saw my process. It comes off quick. But so that is going to be it, y'all. Unless anybody else has anything. I thank all of you for being here, for showing up. Because I've been doing a lot of lives lately. And I do agree with Locke. Like, this is giving me practice for a week of lives in December for Vlogmas. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something. Oh, you know what I'm going to do also? I'm going to do a members only post probably the end of November and see what the members would like to see me do for a week of lives. Did I say lives? Probably for a week of lives in December for Vlogmas because the members were like, oh, do a month of live, do a week of lives. And I do what my members say. So if you want to have some say, you have to join the membership because I be asking them questions and they be telling me and I be like, Dad, I got to do that now because I did ask a question. Yeah, week of lives. Oh my gosh. Whew. And this is my second one this week. Third one this week. Damn. And we have a premiere next week. Yeah, I do lives every Monday through Instagram because YouTube be playing me. And Instagram kept playing me. That's why I'm not on my makeup one because it officially broke up with me. I can't get into my account. So I'm like, you know what? I am officially done. Because it was always something with my Instagram account. So I'm like, you know what? This is just really going to be it. Yeah, so yeah, I will be asking my members what they want to see because 7 lives in a row. That'll be fun. Answer me this real quick, and then we're gonna go. Is my lighting good enough to do a makeup look? Because I don't where I'm sitting on this side of the screen, it looks like it's not. And if it's not, I'm not going to want to do a makeup look on here if the lighting is weird. But if y'all say that lighting is good, that can be something that we can do for one of those live streams is a makeup look. So is my lighting good enough to do a makeup look? And my feelings are not easily hurt. I'm not easily offended. So if the lighting is not good enough to do a makeup look, just say so. Because I don't want to be looking crazy. And I know y'all not going to let me be on here looking crazy. So that's why I'm asking y'all. Because I do know a lot of people do lives and do makeup looks. And y'all notice I never do because of the lighting situation. Especially over here. On my phone at my station, it was better. But my phone YouTube was being really weird with lives on my phone. It was only letting me do horizontal. I mean, it was only letting me do vertical, and I hate that because I feel like I'm in this little tiny box. Tony says good on her end. Sunray said it's fine. You can see if they'll shade. I think it's fine. I can see if they'll shades on you. And I do speak Ebonic, Sunray, but I don't understand that sentence. You can see the shades on me. I'm guessing that's what you're saying. Sylvia says it looks good. Oh, you saying you can see all the shades. Y'all, I be acting. Y'all know me. I'm easily confused. I'll be like, don't do that to me. Okay, so that might be something that we'll do, because I will be definitely asking the members like what y'all want to see for this week of lives. That was a member requested do. So yeah, seriously though, well, I was serious. If you want some input on the content, joining the membership is $2.99 a month. You can cancel at any time, but that's the way to have input, because I do ask. Thank you, Janet. Might need to be little boy zoomed in like that. That's my zoom. And I could do that. Let me zoom y'all in. I am so goofy. So yeah, if y'all want input on the content, because I do members only post saying what would you like to do. It could be palette bingos, it could be certain color combinations, it can be my best of whatever. And the members do be coming up with some good ideas, and I'd be like, oh shit. Because sometimes I'll do a poll, and then sometimes it's just like, what would y'all like? And they'll say, and that's what we'll do. So if you want input, because I want y'all to feel like you are a part of this channel and not just watching me just do whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so, and it does make me feel extra special when y'all do request stuff, because then I'm just like, oh, they want to see me do that. Then I'll be like, damn. Then I'll be like, I could do it. They ain't gonna set me up to fail. I could do it. Pop my collar. I could do it. And it is a lot of fun as well. And so that's the way to have input, is to just join. You can make requests and suggestions and all of that stuff. And because I wanted it to be something special, you know, for members to do, other than just, I'll just do one members only tutorial a month. I'm just like, I do tutorials anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted it to be something different that I don't normally do, that I can have the members do, because I do want everyone to feel like they're a part of this channel and not just some random person that they just watch. And so I wanted it to be personal. That's what I'm trying to say. And so, yeah, so thank y'all for being here. I'm tripping. Janet got me tripping. But somebody's going to have to remind me to zoom in if I do a look. Dang, I can really see my wrinkles. Ooh, let's go back here. I hope I'm not getting sick, but for real, y'all, my throat is weird. Sandy said, look ready to battle. Somebody said that up above. Sylvia said, looking like a warrior princess. You need to watch the beginning on replay, says Lock. I do be feeling like a badass, though, when I paint my face. And that's why I try and get it even. Like, okay, what we going to put where? So, like, one side isn't blank and one side has a whole lot of stuff. And that's why I ended up doing the mustaches and beards and stuff. But yeah, so that's going to be it, y'all. There were no requests to swatch anything in particular except subliminal, and yeah, this is definitely the same vibe. But that would only be one look because there's only 3 shades. So right now I can say I'm content with this, even though I haven't done looks yet. I am curious to see teach a members only class based off of one of your class lessons, if they want that. If they want that, Tanya. But you know what? Those are things I'm going to be doing for my membership for professional makeup, for that side. I am going to be doing more tutorials, more in-depth stuff. So when somebody joins that one, like somebody that's too far for me to get to, or they're too far to get to me, they can request something and that'll kind of be like their video. So if they say, I want to see like a green and yellow grunge look, I'll do a tutorial for that, and that'll be their thing. But yeah, if that's what the members ask for the official Crazy Troll Nation membership, then definitely But I'm curious, excuse me for the glares. I'm curious to see what look I come up with these 6 shades. I know I'm gonna like these 6 shades because I'm excited, Katie, to speak because this has these 6 dark shades. Girl, it's only 4. It's 6 shades total, but like these right here, I know I'm gonna love that one. And this one, I think, may be along the lines of I need a nude or golden or something. I think this will be along the lines of that using those 6. That's what I think. But I'm excited to do those looks because I have none of his shadows. And so just using it will give me a feel for, his formula. And knowing what we now know about this shade right here, how it transforms, that's a game changer. The rest of them, as far as the high shine ones. But so right now I'm happy to have it. We'll see how it goes. You like the green on the inner corner. This is fall, y'all. So we did a 2-tone look with that. So to tie it in, we have a green eyeliner over here on the upper lash line, and this side we have purple on the upper lash line to match the outer, to match the colors. And that green, that brown lipstick, Sandy, that I had did a clown lip thing. I put the brown on today, and this green is this green on the center of my lips. Ooh, let me do my Janet zoom. And I really like how that came out. I'm glad you see looks in the palette. This one, Tanya, it was on the website. On Sephora website, they have different pictures, and I showed it in my phone because I took pictures because I was on my phone looking at it, so I took the pictures. And so I'm gonna do looks according to how they had them. And it was one look with these 6 and one look with those 6. And I said that'll be quick, easy 2 looks, and I'll have used everything in the palette because y'all know I don't use a palette till we do swatches. And then I do however many looks to use up the entire palette. So I said I'm gonna do those 2 looks, and then I'll circle back around and do like the other color groupings that they had for the palette. But I am going to do a video, Tanya, of how to see looks in palettes because a couple people say that. But I am going to do a look on how to see looks in palettes. And I learned some of that from Natasha, from what she said about how she designs her palettes. But and also what I like about Natasha too, I mentioned it earlier, she does videos with different looks because right now she has 3 videos on the Roxa palette. One is fair skin, one is medium tone, and one is brown skin. So there's like something for everybody. And I'm gonna go through it again and keep pausing it and writing down what color she puts where for that palette when that comes in, and it should be here in a couple of days. And so I ordered it today and I got shipping notification today. So we may be back here. Today is Thursday. I doubt it'll be here tomorrow. But if it comes Saturday, we might do another live. You still have your Mario palette by ABH. Do you like his formula, Tanya? Wait, Mario palette by ABH. What do you mean? Because ABH is ABH stuff. It says, oh, this Lazarus. Well, he did, though. He did come back alive, though. And you know what? They didn't mention if he ever died again. So is he still living? That's a question. I don't understand Mario palette by ABH. Did Mario design a palette for ABH? Y'all help me out, y'all. Y'all know I'm easily confused. How is Mario's palette an ABH palette? And I know I'm missing something. It's me. It's always me. It's always me because I know I'm easily confused. So both y'all have it, but explain to me how Mario's palette is an ABH palette. Or was it like a collab, like the Jackie Aina ABH palette? So if it comes Saturday, ABH did a collab. Okay, thank you, Tony, because I was really like, that's how we found out about him years ago. Oh, okay. So if it comes in on Saturday, we can either do a live Saturday and push back the live I have scheduled from Monday to another day. And I don't think we did our September beauty budget, did we? I don't think we did that. So I'll just double up in November. I'll do September's and October's beauty budget. He designed a palette by ABH. Okay, I'm gonna Google that. I want to see what that looks like. So if the palette comes in, if Roxa comes in Saturday, do we want to do another live stream? What do the members in here say? Or just push back what we have for Monday and just do it on Monday? I'm gonna want to dig into it though. When it comes, okay. Never mind. Scratch that question. Grace said he had a collab with Mario a while back. Okay. If it comes by Saturday, we're gonna do another live Saturday. Are y'all free Saturday night? Excuse me. He did a collab with him a while back, says Grace. Thank you, because I was really confused. Sometimes I'd be like, do they do that on purpose? Y'all know I'm easily confused. I know y'all don't. Okay, thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. So yeah, what's a good time to do a live on Saturday? Well, it depends on when it comes in. What I'll do is when it comes in, I'll do a members only post and see what y'all say. Because I'm definitely going to want to dig in it. For real. Because I'm just curious. Morgan Turner's video was up. She got it in PR and didn't know she was getting it. She ordered it, and then later that day, she got it in PR. So I'm kind of like second guessing it now. I'm looking at some of the swatches. Did I say swatches? Tanya, you need to join. She's like, live. You need to join, Tanya. Because you be saying some good stuff. It's also similar to the collab he did with Kim's brand. I wish that whole clan would just go back to Armenia or wherever they're. Let me stop. I'm being mean. Anyway, Tanya, you need to join. It's sweet as day, and I ain't got no sweetie. I'm free. Yeah, I'm gonna want to dig into it. But looking at Morgan's video, I'm just like, some of them shades, they look dusty, and I'm just like, But the good thing is, I could swap them out, like I did with Leela and Biba, and my glam has some retro glam, and my Xenon has some retro glam. So I do, but see, I don't have another MIDI that I want to swap shadows for. That's the thing. I'll figure it out. I'll see when I get here what we're gonna do with it. But $2.99 a month, Tanya. You can cancel at any time. But we're going to go. What attracted you to this Mario palette? Pros, cons. What attracted me back to Armenia? Where did I say Romania? Oh, romaine lettuce. What attracted me to it, Locke? You know what, Locke? To be honest with you, I was emotional shopping. My uncle. How the nurse put it is he's actively transitioning, and so we know it's just any day that he's going to be gone. And I went to see him, I think it was last weekend, then I went back the other day, and I saw it, and I'm like, I'm not getting that. And then I got the email from Sephora, early release. Next thing you know, it was like, here's your order confirmation email. And if I had to second guess why I got it, I would say this side right here, because that's where I live. Even though, as we see, I could easily dupe out those shades with Mothership number 1, that gray, that black, and even the blue. Where's my mirror? Because this doesn't. My webcam does not do mirror image. And so when I'm doing this, I'm looking at this side. So that's why I'm always like, yeah, we did the gray, black, and that blue, and actually that shimmer gray from Subliminal over here. So just for this, I could have just used Subliminal. I am excited about this shifter shade. That's the one that turned all of these different colors. So I am excited about that. And the brown, because that brown showed up darker than I thought. But like these right here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, I could do without those. Because even though when I put on high shine, I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty, but that's not what I live for. I live for the dark, the smoke, the grunge, the swamp water, the murky. You know what I mean? And so, and this side isn't too bad, unless this makes me dusty. But like, I could do without the. Well, no, I could do without these three because that shifter shade is bomb. I am excited about that. Um, but I can't even. I was just emotionally shopping because I don't have none of his other palettes. So I'm like, what's the big deal? And then I thought, I'll try it. It'd be something new. But it was just really emotional shopping. That's all it was. And I paid full price for it. Rakuten had like 2% cash back. Oh, I had $5 points. And so it was whatever it was, I paid $5 less than what it was. But I'm like, I'll try something new. You're welcome, Locke. Yeah, it's his cousin. She went up today. I had an appointment today, so I couldn't go with her today. She said, so I check in on her a lot. And today, when I talked to her, she said she's going up tomorrow, late night, and she's going to stay overnight because it's literally any day. He has cancer throughout his body. His organs are starting to shut down. They took out the feeding tube because he threw that up. He's not getting any water, and we can only live so long anyway without nourishment. His organs, as I said, are already shutting down, so it's hard. Thank you, Tanya. Tanya also says Lisa Eldridge has a palette that looked like the right side of the palette. The right side, the dark side. I live for the dark side. Yeah, and also testing too, like as an afterthought. It's like, oh yeah, he has these two smoky rows, and oh yeah, I'll be testing out new formula. But my first impression was just like, who Mario? Because I had a blush, bronzer, and highlighter from him back in the day, and I ended up decluttering them because I didn't care for the formula because I had fell in love with House Labs, and House Labs to me their formula is way better than Mario, and so I wasn't even checking for any of his other stuff. So just emotional shopping. And as an afterthought, well, it's something new. I'll try the formula. Got some smoky colors, but the initial thing was I'm not getting it, and then I bought it, and that's what happened with the Roxa palette. I'm like, I'm gonna wait because it's gonna be a sale, whatever, and I wasn't able to access my credit, so I paid full price for that too. And y'all know I hate paying. Y'all know I don't be really paying full price for stuff. I do not like her formulas, but she has the new matte formula in that palette. Thank you, Tony. Patty Alonso, I didn't see hers, but I did see Morgan's. And that's when I'm looking at some of them shades, like they look ashy. I was just like, oh my God, like what did I do? And that's why I want to dig into it to just see. But I don't know. And honestly, at this point, I feel like I'm a Natasha Denona palette collector. And I don't like feeling that way, but it kind of looks like it because y'all know I'm not. I need a nude. Y'all know. Well, I need a nude for my palette, but I need a warm and golden. That ain't even my style. So it's like, what the fuck is happening? But I'll watch Patty's video. So yeah, so that's what this was about. Yeah. See, now I feel off. Let me just sip some water. So if it comes Saturday, I'll do a members only post to see what time is good to do a live on Saturday. Other than that, we'll push back Monday's topic to the next Monday, which is the roundup for September. But anyway, or we'll just set it for Tuesday instead, and then just do lives 2 days in a row again. But thank you, Locke. Yeah, and it surprises me like how hard it's hitting me, and I don't know why. When my cousin passed years ago, like that hit me because we grew up together, like we. But this, I don't know. I don't know why this is hitting me so hard, but and part of it I think is his cousin. the cheerleader's mom, because me and her are close. And so I think part of it is me feeling for her too, you know what I'm saying? Because she's the only child. And so she and her dad were super close, and she is struggling. And I think that's a large part of it too. But yeah, let's go, y'all, because now my head is all my head is kind of fucked up right now. So I took our sauce out the freezer yesterday, so I'm gonna cook some pasta and have a big bowl of spaghetti for, actually it'll be a late lunch actually. But you have no makeup Mario, anything. The brand doesn't wow me. Me neither. And I did like the bronzer, blush, and highlighter until I tried House Labs. Mario was gone. I was like, you out of here, buddy. But yeah, so I am curious, like after the fact, I am really curious about it. And the shadows do feel smooth. It was quite a bit of fallout, even these matte shades. Lately, when I've been doing my face, I'm trying to use up the pat primer and the pat foundation. I think I'm done with it because now the primer doesn't want to pump right, and I don't feel like going through all the motions like I did before. But I've been doing, our own mortality comes into play too. Well, I already know we're born to die, so that doesn't bother me. And I have a DNR, so I'm like, when it's my time, just let me go. And I'm a organ donor, so let me go use my organs to save lives and do research. So I'm really just, and I forgot what I was saying. Oh, lately I've been just putting on a pat primer, mixing it with the pat foundation, putting it on, putting on concealer, doing my lower lash line interims, doing the eye look, and then editing out, finishing the face. And so maybe I'll do that with this. Just, do the primer and concealer and don't finish the face, because it's easy to go in with the brush I use with primer and foundation just to pat out under here if it is fallout. Or just do the face and put radiant light under here like I do, because that camouflages the fallout, because radiant light does add a lot of luminosity to my face. And I think that has to do with my complexion. And usually skin fallout is like a shimmery light shade, so it kind of blends in, but it's sparkly. And so radiant light usually camouflages that. But yeah, so yeah, these do have some fallout, a lot, quite a bit. But all right, y'all, we're going to go. Because I feel like I'm just babbling at this point to try to distract myself. So thank all of you for being here. The members in here that I do have your number. When I do the members only posts, I am a Fenty foundation chick. I do like the Estee Lauder a lot too. When I use it, I'm like, wow, this is why I love it. But then that was pumping funny, so I put that in the airless pump, and I don't want to always have to do that. And so yeah, Fenty is going to be it. I haven't opened a new one yet though, because I'm trying to really make myself use more of the pat that I have left and the Estee Lauder I have left. But yeah, once I'm done with those, it's gonna be Fenty all the way. And I got plenty of backups from when they had sales and all of that stuff. And Ulta had a point multiplier. But so Saturday, the members that are here that I have, that we do actually text away from YouTube, when I post it, I'll let you know, and then y'all can let me know like what's a good time. Because I am going to want to dig into it, and if it's not a good time, you can catch it on the replay. But I really do want to really dig into it. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, so we're going to go. So I got to put all of these back. So there are no direct dupes. If you just want a certain look, there's a dupe, but not for the palette itself. Which is good to know, because y'all know I don't like dupes in my collection. So thank you so much, y'all. You might see me Saturday or on a replay, and I will be back here Monday night. I'm going to dig into this. 2 columns, first 2 columns, 1 look, column 3 and 4, second look. We're going to do complete looks. We'll post those. Those will go up next week. Today, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, that'll go up next week. And then we'll have Swatch Roxa, and then I can pump out looks for that. And yeah, we'll just keep moving from there. So thank you again, y'all, for being here. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your support. And on that note, as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon. And thank y'all for the replay crew who are watching this later. Bye.